So let's talk about beginner snakes and non-beginner snakes. So let's start off with the ball python. This is Kelly. He is a pinstripe ball python. There are hundreds and hundreds of different types of morphs of ball pythons. They can come in so many different cool colors. Of course, the more prettier they are, the more expensive they're going to be, but these guys are super loving animals. I think these are the most cuddliest, if that's a word, snakes. I just love their demeanor. They're so docile. Of course, any snake is going to have its personality depending on where they came from, will probably determine their behavior. But if they've come from a really good place, then they're going to be super, super calm and super friendly and just to love to hang out with you. The second snake we're going to talk about is the corn snake. Corn snakes are super easy to get. Any pet store you go to that sells snakes, you're most likely going to find some corn snakes as well as ball pythons, and they can come in a variety of different colors. They come in beautiful orange colors, they can come in white, they can come in even like lavender colors. They're just absolutely beautiful and also have a very calm demeanor and super chill. They are colubrid, so they will musk if they are upset or anything like that, which is kind of stinky and annoying to deal with, but once they get comfortable with you, they should stop doing that, and you'll have a really nice, fun snake. Third snake that we're going to talk about, I think personally myself is a beginner snake, is the Kingsnake. They also come in so many different patterns and colors. My favorite is the Mexican black snake. They are all black, beautiful, beautiful snakes. They are a little bit more feistier, I would say, than the corn snake and the ball python, but if you do get them from very young and you keep up with handling, they will be absolutely fine and have a very calm demeanor and will be very docile. But they can be very sassy, most of king snakes, so because they are the king of all snakes, so they're just a little bit more powerful, I would say. Now it's time to talk about non-beginner snakes, which a lot of people will get. First snake, anything venomous. Anything venomous. Rear fang, front fang, everything. Anything venomous, don't get. Anything native, do not get. That is fully illegal to own native species, typically in Canada. And then venomous, you can own some, but I just would not suggest owning any animals that are venomous to start with. Start off with something non-venomous. Second snake that you should not start off with is anything over 6 to 8 feet. You are going to need a very large enclosure, and it's just a little bit more difficult learning how snakes work and how their behavior is when they're so large. And if they are not as nice, it is harder to work with a large snake than a smaller, not so nice snake. But as you do own more and more snakes, absolutely I suggest getting those animals, but as a beginner, no venomous animals, nothing over 6 to 8 feet, and nothing native. So I hope you learned something today about beginner and non-beginner snakes. I'm just going to put this out here. This is my opinion. Some people might have other opinions, but this is from my experience and what I think is the best for beginner and non-beginner animal owners.